Hi, and welcome back to Did TikTok make her buy it again? No, not this time. But will Barbara make you want to try it? I believe that nothing is more memorable than a smell. A scent can conjure up memories from your childhoods, make you think of someone you love, especially if that person is no longer with you. Some smells are good, and some smells not so much. I, for one, do not want to deal with doo-doo toxins and nasal violence. And as my girlfriend Kim says, I love you, girl, one should be delicious all the time. But you cannot be that way unless you start off with a clean canvas. That means that with soap and water, you clean all the areas that are necessary. And if you're a big girl, such as myself, you take extra care to make sure that everything is clean, sanitary, and dry before you put anything else on it. Which brings me to why I'm here today. I want to talk about something that is also very near and dear to my heart, and that is fragrance. I like fragrances, but I'm not willing to just buy a perfume without smelling it first, because perfume is expensive. Life is expensive. And so if I'm going to invest in something that I'm going to put on my body, I need to make sure that it works well with my chemistry. So what I usually do is I buy a sample. And I'm not talking about the little tiny vials that give you like 2 drops, or magazine inserts that you rub all over yourself. And we all used to do that back in the day. So I usually invest in samples. That way, if I try it and I like it, then I can think about buying the full size. And if I don't like it, then I don't really lose a lot by not using it anymore. In this case, I bought a sample of a new fragrance by Phlur, Phlur, who is known for products that are very simple but last very long, because it's eau de parfum, not eau de toilette. And I prefer eau de parfums because they last longer. And you don't have to use a lot. So that also stretches the sample or the full-size bottle, and you're not wasting it. Phlur has a new scent called the Golden Rule. So I picked up their scent because I wanted to try it, because I have their body mist, and the body mist are really good. And I have probably about one of their fragrances full size, which is Missing Person, which is really good. So I said, let me try the Golden Rule. The packaging is nice. The full-size bottle is about $99 on the website. I think $99 in Sephora, unless you, of course, have a coupon when they offer it. And like I said before, I love a coupon. And this sample is typically bigger than other samples. So the bottle is very nice, and it's gold. Can't really see the name, but it also has a spray, so that's better than having to tap it on your finger and tap it on your skin. You could just spray it, let it sit, and do its thing. So I wanted to kind of try it for the first time with you, and whether I like it or not, it's up to you to decide whether you want to try it, because what may smell well on me may not smell well on you, and vice versa. The notes in this are mandarin splash, pink pepper, golden pear, orange flower water, jasmine blossom, coconut milk, sandalwood, and vanilla cream. So that tells me right off the bat that it's a little fruity, but because of the coconut milk and the vanilla cream and the sandalwood, it's going to be rich, and it's going to be kind of creamy. And that exists for fragrances. So I'm going to try it, and let's see if I like it. What I usually do is I spray my arm and I wave it so that it can nestle onto my skin, and then it can work with my pH and see what happens once it dries down. If you smell it right away before it dries down, you're going to smell the alcohol in it. So I usually like to wait a few seconds or so before I smell it. And right off the bat, oh my goodness. It smells so warm and so inviting and so yummy. And that's what you want if you want to be delicious. You smell the coconut. You smell a little bit of the fruitiness from the mandarin and the pear, but it's not overpowering that you smell like a fruit salad. Nobody wants to smell like a fruit salad. And you get a little bit of the jasmine and the warmness of the sandalwood, but the coconut milk and the vanilla cream. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's so good. And when you put on a fragrance, don't rub your wrists together because it crushes the fragrance and you don't get the full effect of it. What I like about Phlur in my experience, and I have their body mist and I have a couple of their other fragrances samples, and all of them last a very long time. Most of them I like, and I think there's one that I wasn't really a fan of, but if you mix it with something else, so you layer it with something else like a lotion or a body spray, it kind of creates this other fragrance. But this one, oh my goodness. The description is a warm, energetic floral made for your golden era. Now, anybody can take golden era as age, but me being 50 and not looking like it, I believe that age is just a number. So however you feel is however you feel. It doesn't matter how old you are. But as I sit here with just one spritz on my arm, and as it continues to dry down, like this aroma just wafts in the air, and you don't even need a lot of it. So if you put one spritz on your arm and another one on the other arm, and you kind of just do a little bit here. Sometimes I like to put it in the décolleté or in the cleavage. You just feel so warm, and it has like a really nice creamy smell to it, if that makes sense. So I'm one of those people that I don't like fragrances that you smell it as soon as you enter the room, but when you leave or you're sitting by someone and you kind of move, they get a whiff of that, and then, you know, however their reaction is, then go with it. Most of the time, it's a good reaction. But, wow. I might have to invest in the full-size bottle at some point, because I'm telling you, I wish you could smell me right now. It's, oh my God, it's so yummy. And you would think with the mandarin and the pepper and the pear and the jasmine that it would be like not a good combination. But I'm telling you. I am so surprised. As it dries down, you get a little bit of each fragrance, but at the end, you just get the warmness of the cream. So, yes. This is a keeper, and I will get the full-size bottle because it's worth it. Trust me. Try the sample first. I think it's about $29. And you may say, well, that's a lot for a fragrance, but it's eau de parfum. You don't need a lot. Like, I just have that one spritz on my arm, and I'm telling you, you don't need any more than that. If you put too much, it's going to be overpowering, and it will basically defeat the purpose of wearing fragrance. So if you try it, let me know if you like it. And I know I do. Wow.